Well, very good afternoon and welcome along to Tunisia on quarter-finals day of AfroBasket 2017. And our second quarter-final sees the defending champions Nigeria take on the silver medalists from 10 years ago. Cameroon looking to add to their tally of just one medal in this competition, and they can take a step towards that with a win over the defending champions today. It is our second of four quarter-finals to be played, and Morocco, having already secured their place in the last four, can look on with interest as the other six teams battle it out for those final three spots. Well, Nigeria topping their group just despite losing to the Democratic Republic of Congo on the last day of the group phase. They did secure their place as group winners and as such avoided a clash with Tunisia on this quarter-final day. It means they take on the runners-up instead from Group C, Cameroon, who lost to Tunisia on day one but secured comfortable wins over Rwanda and Guinea to ensure that they come into this quarter-final still in with a chance of making it to the last four. So another fascinating tussle ahead here as the two sides prepare for this knockout contest. No second chances in the competition. It is play well and do your best or go home and regret. So alongside me, once again, for the second quarter-final of the day, Teresa Bramlova, the former Czech Republic international. And we've seen quite a lot of these two teams, of course, Teresa, in the last week or so here in Tunisia. And this is another interesting matchup, isn't it?
Yeah, we have another exciting game ahead. And what more, I think both teams gonna put their best in this game because they all know it's a quarterfinals, it's do or die, staying on the tournament or not. But Nigeria is such a strong team on the board. Cameroon will have to box them out. What I would say to Nigeria is I still don't think they have found their rhythm, their flow during this championship. The only real phase of them, I think we've seen the second half of the game against DR Congo, who has really forced them to their limits and showing us what this team is capable of. So I'm hoping that Nigeria has reflected on that game and will put up the same performance as they did that second half against DR Congo. Cameroon, well-balanced team. They have a wide bench. They just need to avoid the turnovers, and they are a very athletic team as well, which will be interesting matchup to see in today's game.
So in a moment, the national anthems. And we will take a little bit of a pause in the commentary as we prepare for this second quarter-final. 2 of 4, all to be played today. We will know the semi-final lineup by the end of today. And now the two national anthems. So the national anthem of Cameroon, followed by that of Nigeria. Winner takes all. Winner takes a semi-final spot in tomorrow's Final Four. The final, of course, to be played on Saturday. Here is your refereeing team. It consists of officials from Argentina, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and from Tunisia. And it really should be a fascinating matchup between these two sides, who both perhaps haven't shown their best in this tournament so far. You just get the feeling there could be more to come. Here is Cameroon. Arnaud Adalamoto certainly one to keep an eye on. So too is Ngijol and Benoit Mbala, who we'll discuss a little more in depth shortly. Nguese and Yankwe also important in that Cameroonian roster. And in Antonio Barbosa, they have a very experienced coach as well. Nigeria then, and some key names to look out for include Ike Diogu, the only member of the 2015 team, although he didn't feature in any of the games due to injury. It's otherwise a completely different roster. Daniel Achefu arrived late and is hoping to peak at just the right time in this tournament. Nigeria, who started with a narrow win over Cote d'Ivoire and ended up the group phase being beaten by the Democratic Republic of Congo, but Ike Diogo has been important for them, as has Benoit Mbala for Cameroon.
Yeah, absolutely. Ike Diogo has been such a key player for Nigeria since the beginning of the tournament. He's averaging 22.3 points per game, 6.3 rebounds. But we've seen him struggle a bit with the management of personal fouls, and we've seen that it has affected the game of Nigeria a lot. I think, as I already mentioned, I don't think we've seen the real face of Nigeria, defending champion. And we've watched them yesterday in that training session, and I think the pressure on them is reflecting the atmosphere within the team. We've seen them arguing between each other a bit, so hopefully they have stick together and they are ready to put the team performance in today's game. We've just seen both coaches from both teams. Carlos Antonio Barbosa, 72 years old Brazilian. The interesting fact is he has spent loads of coaching years with the female national team of Brazil. He has led them to earn a silver and bronze medal in Olympics in 1996 and 2000. He also had been leading Brazil female national team in Olympics 2015-16 in Rio, where has ended up 11th. On the other side, we see Alexander Nwora, another experienced coach. He has been put to team of Nigeria after that 2015 champions right, let's say, for Nigeria. So loads of pressure on the coach and on the player as well, and it will be really interesting to see how both teams gonna cope up with this vibes of quarterfinals.
Yes, both coaches with an awful lot to prove, and both hoping to make it to tomorrow's Final Four. And I don't think we've seen, well, you've said we haven't seen the best of Nigeria yet. Arguably their best performance in the group phase came in the last game where they were beaten by the Congolese. But maybe just that little sign of improvement day by day. Maybe it's all going to come together a bit better now in this quarterfinal. Yeah,
and everyone knows that the most important part of the tournament is the quarterfinals. And whatever happens after, it's just a bonus, you know, because quarterfinals are do or die. And DR Congo really forced Nigeria to show their best in that second half of their game. So I think we can really be excited to see their today's performance, because they're getting better game by game, and they seem to be finding the way how to play with each other as well. On the other hand, we've seen the key player Benoit Mbala. He has been an effective leader for Cameroon's team, and the thing that they have a wide bench could challenge a bit Nigeria as well. They are athletic, they have a really good defense, and they aiming to run a quick breaks every time possible. So as well, it's gonna be important how they're gonna manage turnovers, because if you commit too many turnovers, the team like Nigeria is gonna punish it. So everything is open. I think it's a great matchup, and I think Cameroon can really again push Nigeria to their limits in today's game.
So nearly ready for the action. It is a big quarterfinal. A success in this very arena, enjoyed by the Nigerians 2 years ago, will be one that these players are keen to repeat. None of them were here apart from Ike Diogo, and he didn't feature. So his contribution, which has been so important could make the difference again today. 34 years old. He actually turned 34 a couple of days ago in the middle of this tournament. And he has a wonderful, calm presence on the court. Daniel Ochefu, who is amongst the starting five for the Nigerians, has NBA experience as well. He was late to the party. Missed game day one. The head coach of the Cameroonian side, Coach Barbosa, knows what it takes. He has plenty of experience. He'll have watched this Nigerian team carefully and be hoping that his side can cause a big upset or a big result here. So it's AfroBasket quarter-final action. Nigeria in the white taking on Cameroon in the green for a place in the Final Four. And a strong start, absolutely vital for both teams. Both key players battling it out early on here, Mbala and Diogu. Which of those two will make the bigger impact? It's Nigeria who get off to the perfect start with the first two-pointer of the game for Bryant Mbamalu, the 25-year-old making his AfroBasket debut and making an early statement in this first quarter-final.
Yeah, and if Cameroon wants to really challenge Nigeria, they have to fill the inside space because this last possession has been way too easy for Nigeria.
Well, Mbala with a follow, couldn't quite get it to go. Yankwe has it now. He puts it up and in off the glass, and Cameroon level the scores immediately. There is Coach Nuora, who will be a little frustrated there that his side weren't able to deal with the threat. Here is a Ochefu, a hook shot. And he gets a couple on the board. Bright start from Daniel Ochefu. The 23-year-old who plays for the Washington Wizards. Another one making his debut in this competition.
Yeah, I think Nigeria is really expecting a big step up from Daniel Ochefu to fulfill his reputation as an NBA player, because we haven't really seen it so far, averaging 6.5 points and 6.5 rebounds in this tournament so far.
The foul drawn here. We can have another look at Mbamalu making his way to the rack.
Yeah, that has been a shame the foul has been committed, because there's been a great help side defense on the split line waiting to cover this penetration. That's why the communication between players is so important, to know when foul and when not and who's where, because obviously the players guarding the ball, they can't see behind them, so communication, key factor in a basketball game.
So Nigeria have now opened up a 5-2 lead in this first quarter. As Mbala looks to respond here for Cameroon. It's an easy two in the end, in off the glass for Ben Mbala.
Yeah, considering that it's his first AfroBasket here in 2017, so putting very impressive performance. Oh, another easy attack from Brian Mbala. No split line defense. Cameroon really have to improve this element of their game.
Another two for Mbamalu as the response comes from Mbala. Three-point attempt missed, and Diogu wrestles it free on the edge of the arc for Nigeria. Mbamalu look to go again, finds Diogu. Diogu with a pass inside, brilliant hands from Diogu, but Mbamalu couldn't finish this time. And Bogmis comes away with it for Cameroon. One of the rising stars of Cameroonian basketball, as Mbala goes in, puts it up, can't get it to go, claims the rebound and draws the foul.
Wow, what a performance from Pena Mbala so far. There's been two Nigerian defense here, you can see it, and he still grabs that offensive rebound. Wow, what an effort from Mbala.
Two big men there, either side of him as well, and Ochefu and Diogu did well to draw the foul.
Yeah, he plays in Philippines for De La Salle University, and I know that his team has been proud to release him for this championship, even though their season has already started, and he has been an MVP of Philippine League just past season, averaging 20 points and 16 rebounds.
Ochefu, here's Nuamu. Back to Achefu. Comes inside to Diogo. Diogo can't find a teammate. It's picked up by Adalamoto, and Cameroon looking to move it quickly with Bogmis from the corner. No good this time. Claimed by Nwamu. And now Nigeria looking to break quickly with Iroekbu, who goes up and can't get it to go. Rebound claimed by Adala. And a little pass into him as well. And Adala can't get it to drop. End-to-end stuff here with neither team able to add points to the scoreboard until Diogo draws the foul and will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Beno Mbala has been doing an excellent job defensively on Ike Diogo so far. He hasn't allowed him to have another strong beginning into the game as Ike Diogo has had previous games. And this time, unfortunately, he allowed him to grab the offensive rebound and commit a foul. Mbala is only 22 years old, and it's a great matchup to see experiences of Ike Diogo, 34 years old, against the young talent Mbala, 22 years old. So it will be interesting to see these two, how they're going to cope during the whole game and match each other up.
So Diogo making it count. 9-6. Nigeria's lead in these early stages. And so Dalamoto finds Felix Bogmis. Bogmis exchanging passes with Dalamoto. 7 on the shot clock. Bogmis just puts it up, no good. Diogo does really well to hand it off to Mbamalu, and now Iroekbu. And the three-point attempt is good from Ike Diogo. The big man produces yet again. And Nigeria into double figures, 12-6.
Yeah, and Mbala gave him let's say 2 meters of freedom, and Ike Diogo is punishing it straight away.
Shefu with a rebound for Nigeria. Nwamu can't quite hold it. They've started with a real intensity, Nigeria. Perhaps felt they didn't quite do themselves justice in that group stage, and are hoping to put that right here. Bogmis for 3. Diogo again underneath it. Strong rebounding from the 34-year-old. Iroekbu for Nigeria. Now Mbamalu. And Cameroonians there shooting themselves in the foot because there was no real challenge there to that rebound.
Yeah, that has been quite once more the, let's say, foul now from Daniel Chefu, because it's been too far away from the offensive half of Cameroon. And we already mentioned how important it's going to be to manage your personal fouls, so needs to definitely improve that.
Mbala with the chance to drive in, and he makes the 2. Ben Mbala continues to increase his points tally. He has got 6 of Cameroon's 8 points so far. And this is Achefu for Nigeria. Using his physicality, and that is brilliantly done. Daniel Achefu, that's what he can bring.
Exactly, and he can release a bit of pressure off Ike Diogo's shoulders as well. Even though we have to mention Iroekbu, number 1, has been... Whoa, another great attack from Mbala.
2 more for Mbala, onto 8 points as Cameroon reached double figures. And he has started very well indeed.
Yeah, but he has been a bit isolated, let's say, offensively. And some of the guards or bigs of Cameroon team needs to step up and help him a bit as well.
Great work from Yankwe there. Cameroon looking to punish Nigeria, but it's swatted away by Mbamalu. And now Mbala has it for Cameroon. Can he punish them? You bet he can. Big 3 from Mbala, and it's his story so far. 1-point game, 11 on the board for Ben Mbala. Nwamu's done well to keep this alive for Nigeria. Diogo comes inside and just lays it up easily. Made that look effortless, Diogo. Another player who started well. Both key men have made a big impact early on. And Bala. Oh, my goodness!
What a beginning!
And he is loving it. 14 points in the first 7 minutes. What a start from Ben Mbala, and we have a tied game. As the three-point attempt from Iroegbu doesn't go. And Cameroon definitely in the ascendancy at the moment. Here's Adalamoto and Bogmis. Mbala wants it, and you can understand why. Bogmis puts it up, he misses, and there is a Chefu with a rebound. Iroegbu moving it quickly here. Diogo gets it! Three-pointer from Ike Diogo, and he's into double figures.
Let's say, Oscar, all players can go home, and let's keep just Ike Diogo and Beno Mbala on the court. Now, obviously, that's just a bit of a joke, but wow, we see now zone defense from Nigeria trying to change the rhythm in the defensive approach.
Straight shootout so far as Bogmis gets in on the act, can't get it to go. Nwamu gathering it comfortably. This is Iroegbu in towards Ike Diogo. Comes inside, draws the foul, will go to the line again.
Yeah, when you have leaders like this, you really have to focus on the team defense, let's say, because here we see great matchup again, Mbala against Diogo, but Enjoy and Haas came quite late for the help and used his hands to commit a foul. But as I already said, you have to really improve the team defense, trying to trap maybe the leaders as well and have a good rotation defensively on the possible open pass. So it will be interesting to see which out of this team is going to start to play a better team defense to cover these leaders.
Well, Diogo was instrumental on game day one. It was a crucial game that they narrowly came through against Cote d'Ivoire. Could easily have lost with a missed tap-in in the final seconds, which would have given the Ivorians a victory. And as the results unfolded, it would have knocked out the Nigerian side, given that they then lost to the Congolese. But Diogo was the man on that day, and he may well be the difference again here as the foul is drawn. This time it is Akindele, 34-year-old, using his experience there.
Yeah, there has been a great look now from number one, as we now seeing Ikenna Iroegbu, African basket debut. He plays for Washington State University and NCAA. He played till last year, but great look. He has been, we only mentioned Ike Diogo as a key player, but I think Ikenna Iroegbu could be another really decisive element of this game, because he has been doing so well in this tournament. 17 points, 5.7 rebounds, but 6.3 assists. So he is the main, he's been a main eyes of the Nigerian offense, let's say. So that has just proved the last offensive possession how good court vision he has and how much he sees his teammates.
Well, a really good spell from Nigeria. Managed to open up a 6-point lead. And it came at an important time for them as well, this little run of points they put together, because Mbala was starting to take the game by the scruff of the neck. He scored 14 of Cameroon's 16 points so far. And then Ike Diogo has scored 50% of Nigeria's points. So it really is turning into a straight shootout between the two as it stands. It's Akindele who drew the foul as he made the two just before that timeout was called by Cameroon, with a chance to add another to the total. And he makes it count.
Yeah, no, to be honest, I think Akindele could be as well such threat in inside space for Nigeria, because he has definitely a size advantage to Cameroon players. So we will see if he's going to use that in his favor.
Dalamoto's three-point attempt gathered up by Njoya. Inside to Yankwe. Still trying to get it to go here. Good defensive work by Ike Diogu once more. Odunsi lays it up. Kindele underneath it, but Yankwe was strong enough there. And here comes Njoya for Cameroon. Checks back and finds Dalamoto. This is Kamam. Can't get it to go. Diogo with another rebound. Into the final minutes of this first quarter that has flown by. Here is Akindele. And it is stolen back here by Ngijol, who goes up looking to draw the foul.
Yeah, there has been a brave attack now from Ngijol. Instead of stopping on an elbow line or a foul line, just pull up the jump shot when all defenders of Nigeria has dropped down to fill their space. Oh, this is that turnover from Akindele. He has had that look, and this is that penetration. Yeah.
And Ngijol. Dalamoto puts it up and in. Two more for Cameroon. Dalamoto off the mark. Five-point game as the shot goes up and in off the backboard from Iro Ekbu. And that is a tremendous way for the Nigerians to end the first quarter. It's been a very entertaining 10 minutes of basketball here. And a 7-point lead. Nigeria scoring well in the first 10 minutes here. They lead Cameroon at the end of the first quarter. Scoreline at 25-18 in this quarterfinal. Well, we can have a look here at the stats from that first quarter.
Yeah, we see Nigeria shooting 70% from 2 points compared to 31 from Cameroon, and that just tells us that they play really smart into the basket. They don't really force the shots. They're really preparing their positions, and that's a huge difference right now between these two teams. Nigeria also has changed a couple times for the defense, and that causes a bit issues to Cameroon's offense. So great performance, and I'm pleased to see that Nigeria has massively improved. Let's say they never really had a good beginning into the game, and again, thanks to Ike Diogu, but we've seen that before as well, but he's been managing his personal fouls better in today's game. But what more, I think Nigeria plays great as a team today. So that's why they're leading in this quarter by after the first quarter by 7 points. And I'm pleased to see it and really excited to see if they can just build up on their game by every minute of this game.
Cameroon a little over-reliant on Mbala at the moment because nobody else is scoring, really.
Yeah, and we already seen one contribution by points from Dalamoto, but he has to really try to be a more offensive threat for Cameroon, because as you just said, that Nigeria is having an easy job if they're just relying on one player, because 5 against 1 it will never end up good. So Cameroon really has to now make all players to be involved offensively and defensively.
Shot goes up for 3, no good, and Ngijol gathering the rebound for Cameroon. And Yange rejected by Akindele, and the fast break on here for Nigeria. Oh, very nearly. A superb play there. It is a foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for the Nigerians. Iro Ekbu couldn't quite execute the finish, but how about this from Akindele? Swatted away.
Yeah, and what continued was that quick break finish by Iro Ekbu.
Would have been a sensational play. could result in 2 points being added to the tally anyway, but the second free throw is missed. And Njoya finding a Dalamoto here for Cameroon, and travelling called. And the Cameroonians have got to be a little careful here that they don't fall too far behind.
Yeah, they have to believe to their game plan and their game phase, what they've showed us, team phase, let's say, because they've been really well sharing the points and sharing all the responsibilities within the whole roster. So they should not let Nigeria force them to play more individually in today's game.
Njoya, bounce pass out to the far side, and that is a super three from Ngijol. The 23-year-old buries one to get himself off the mark. 5 points the difference here, and much needed points on the board for Cameroon. Diogu driving inside, gets the pass away to Akindele, and they can't stop him. Akindele puts in another two. 7 point difference again.
And that's that size threat, let's say, from Akindele. Whoa!
Ngijol with the three. Back-to-back threes for Ngijol. And Cameroon staying in touch.
Yeah, now we see another player step up, so I don't think Nigeria will stay in that zone defense too long, because zone defense you play against a strong inside threat. So we will see if Nigeria is going to change that and go back to man-to-man defense, because they've been brilliant in the beginning of the game playing that aggressive man-to-man.
Well, a couple of changes for Nigeria. Comes out here to Mbamalu. Nwamu into Diogu. And Diogu's pass goes straight into the hands of Ngijol.
Yep.
Njoya.
Nigeria still in the zone defense.
Back to Ngijol for a huge three. Diogu claims another rebound, and Akindele has been penalised here. Or draws the foul, I should say.
Yeah, royal comment number 11 from Cameroon, offensive foul on that rebound effort, let's say. He has already struggled in the second game of the group phase. He has committed 5 personal fouls within 9 minutes in the game, so that's probably one of the most fouling players of Cameroon.
Akindele. Oh, another two. He is having a big impact today. His size and physicality is a struggle for Cameroon. Yeah. They haven't been able to stop him so far.
Yeah, he has been using his size advantage really game, and I think really Cameroon needs to improve the defense and be there someone on the trap or try to double this player and play another great rotation.
Good work by Akindele again at the other end, but a little bit of misfortune there, as having claimed the rebound here, Akindele tried to pass it into a teammate, and it bounced off Iruekbu and out of bounds.
Yeah, that has been another quite unforced mistake, let's say, because Akindele has been off balance. That's why he has rushed this pass and committed this turnover. It's important when you take a rebound, you're landing in the balanced position, so you have opportunities to pivot.
Now Nigeria on the break as Mbamalu makes another two. 7 points for him. 8 points now between these two teams in this quarter-final. Njoya. Now Mbala couldn't quite get it to go, but claims the rebound and puts up the follow. And that is what he's capable of. He's back on court and adding more points to the tally. A couple of fouls to his name, but he's got 16 points on the board. Nwamu.
Yeah, it's his own defense from Cameroon for the last couple of the possessions as well.
Akakume putting one up, couldn't get it to go. And this is Njoya.
When you play against zone defense, you want to put the ball into the middle of the defense, because that's where opportunities occurs, and And Bala has been unstoppable in today's game. Let's say 16 points so far. And another great penetration to draw a foul.
They are struggling to cope with him at the moment. He did really well when putting away those 2 previous points to claim the rebound, having missed the first attempt. 16 points in the first 13, 14 minutes of this game. He spent a bit of time on the bench as well. Probably because of those 2 early fouls. Shot goes up this time from Bogmis. No good, claimed by Ochefu. This is Nwamu with a bounce pass. Mbamalu keeps it alive. And Nwamu gets it out wide and then back again. Mbamalu. And lovely floated finish from Mbamalu. And he has 9 for the game. Nigeria keeping their distance at the moment.
It has been a lovely transition offense from Nigeria as well. You could see that they haven't moved the ball so well till it has created an open space inside to attack.
Bogmis. Ngijol.
And again, zone defense from Nigeria as well.
Dalamoto to Ngijol. Bogmis ran out of time.
Yeah, great decision from coach Nwora to put the zone defense again, because to change the rhythm like this often and defensively could really cause issues to the opponents offensively, and that's what we're seeing. The Cameroon is quite slow to adjust to those changes defensively.
Here's Diogo coming inside, floating one up. Oh, and tapped in by Ochefu. Suddenly it's a 10-point game. And this is more like the Nigeria we expected to see at the start of the tournament. And Bala with the response here. Again, very nearly snatching the rebound, but couldn't hold it this time. And moved on quickly here, as Nigeria look to punish another Cameroonian error. Well, well, well. Mbamalu with another 3.
And this is a bit of momentum, let's say, for Cameroon. Flat moment in the second quarter of the game. Cameroon has been forced to not feel comfortable offensively, and they're not able really to stop those breaks of Nigeria, because those breaks come in for excellent defense. What a minute, and coach Carlos Antonio Barbosa is not happy the way the game goes, being down by 13 points in the half of the second quarter.
Well, still a long way to go in this second quarter, and it is going to be vital for Cameroon to respond. And 13 points the difference at the moment. We'll see just how the next 4.5 minutes play out. Cameroon, who finished as runners-up in their group behind Tunisia. And it's not dissimilar to that first game, actually, if you think back to the start they made against Tunisia, full of intensity. They had an 8-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and then fell away towards the end. And they've kind of lost that energy that they had right at the start. They still look dangerous, but there's definitely not quite the same intensity as there was right at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, I think it's not always good when you have only one player leading in the game, because then the rest of the players settling down a bit and not being as threat as that they're supposed to be, because we've seen before that Cameroon has been a threat, and this is what we want from Cameroon. We want another player to step up. Bognis has been good as well in this tournament, averaging 11 points and 5 rebounds, and that has been his first shot in the game. So really Cameroon needs to start to contribute as a team.
3 for Bogmis, as Nigeria failed to make it count at the other end. Ngijol moving once more. Looks to switch it over to the opposite side, and Dalamoto comes in, drawing the foul. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Coach Antonio Barbosa of Cameroon would have agreed with us that you can't just rely on one player against a quality as Nigeria has. You have to start to be dangerous, every single one of you who steps on the court, and be effective defensively as well, because they have given up too many open looks and breaks and giving a space to the inside to attack for Nigeria. So there are areas to improve for Cameroon for sure in this game, and hopefully we will see Cameroon to cope with it and step up a bit in those areas.
So Cameroon cutting that gap down to 8 points. As Nwamu goes from the corner, 3 for Nwamu.
Yeah, reintroduction of Ikechukwu Nwamu. We know that he has been an excellent three-point shooter, and he has proved that already in this tournament.
Another 3 to the tally. Takes Nigeria into the 40s with still over 3 minutes to go in this second quarter.
Yeah, Nigerian defense now allowed Cameroon to penetrate into that middle space and committed a foul.
There's that three-pointer again from Nwamu. Frustration for Coach Barbosa. We've seen at times in this tournament already what Nwamu can do when he goes on a bit of a scoring spree. He can hit three-pointers for fun. When he gets his eye in, he is such a threat.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen that that game against Mali. The third quarter has been his quarter, absolutely. Scoring those quick 3-3s and basically gave that confidence within the Nigerian roster. Whoa!
Good response from the Nigerians to keep that double-digit advantage. 11-point game here, 44-33. 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes left in the first half as Mbala puts another one in, and his personal tally up to 18. And he continues to keep Cameroon afloat for the time being. Diogo can't get it to go, and Mbala claiming the rebound. Dalamoto here. And Mbala, not this time, Nwamu getting it out to Anuna. Here's Diogo. And Anuna again, he goes for the 3. Nkejol can't hold it. Mbamalu looking for Diogo, and Mbala draws the foul.
That's been a great hands of Mbala, because he has anticipated that Mbalu will make that pass for Ike Diogo. Great hands.
Pass inside here to Mbala.
What a great play from Beno Mbala. This backdoor play, he has really read his defensive player well, that he's trying to deny the pass. Just fake and went for that backdoor. Great recognition and great pass by Afia and Bendang.
Diogo hands it off to Akindele. He's having a good day. Ayodeji Akindele with another 2. It's 9 points now for Akindele. And Nkejol finds Adalamoto. Up against Nwamu. Adalamoto's effort is no good, but Mbala claims it. Mbala with the bounce pass inside.
Yeah, back to Akindele. His role in the team is quite clear, that he's there to grab as many rebounds as possible and fill that inside space, so the offensive players can't easily penetrate. But here he has been a bit late for that help on Afia Hambanjang. But today he's been really contributing point-wise as well, scoring 9 points. But Akindele has been averaging so far only 2.5 points. So it's a huge step up from Akindele for Nigerian team.
That means the shot goes here, the ball goes here, you gotta move. remember, as soon as it's coming, you're coming over. So whichever side it goes, you got to move with the ball. We're being lazy on top, okay? And now they're getting jumpers, they're driving to the basket, they're penetrating at will.
Yeah, we always say in basketball, when the ball moves, you have to move as well as a defender and adjust the position. And I think Akindele has now got that blame from the coach on Wara, because he has been the player late into that rotation. So when the ball has moved, he has to move as well to enable that easy pass under the rim.
Midway points fast approaching. 9 points the difference between Nigeria and Cameroon. 20 points on the board for Mbala. Diogo with 11, Mbamalu with 12 for Nigeria. And further 9 as well for Akindele, sharing the points in this first half, the Nigerians. Afia Abadiang trying to add some more to Cameroon's tally.
Yeah, he hasn't got many minutes from Coach Barbosa. He's only averaging 7 minutes in this tournament. I'm pretty sure we will see him in today's game more, because he's matching up really well. Akindele from Nigeria.
An unsuccessful trip to the line there for Afia Mbanyang as the foul is called.
Afia Mbanyang now holding Akindele in that low block position. They've been battling for Akindele has been battling to get in a great position offensively. Foul drawn.
DK, uncontested 3 from DK. Nigeria take a 12-point lead.
And again, zone defense now from Nigeria. Fill the inside space, force Cameroon to take some outside shots.
They need this one to drop. Really? Oh my goodness. Another 3, a big one for Cameroon. Bogmis again. And he is really starting to have an impact here. Another 3-pointer from Felix Bogmis. Time running down here. There is an opportunity for Cameroon to break, but it's kept hold of by the Nigerians, and Nwamu now looking for a 3. That could be a killer right before the interval. Nigeria into the 50s, a 12-point lead, and only a matter of seconds here for Cameroon to respond. Brilliant effort there. And Cameroon fail to add points at the end of the half.
This is discussion right now going on, because Diogo has put his life, let's say, to practice ball released already, but because the ball has already been going down to the rim, that has been a technical 3 into the points of Cameroon.
Oh, I don't see too many of those, but that is quite an important 3 points added right on the buzzer there. Effectively a buzzer shot from Cameroon, who make it a 9-point difference at half-time. Nigeria 52, Cameroon 43.
Yeah, I think that has been quite unnecessarily effort, let's put, but I don't like to say it, because once you put the effort, it's most of the time positive, but this one just gave 3 points to Cameroon, because who knows, maybe that 3-point shot wouldn't go in. Here we see some statistics. Cameroon has been shooting 36 points of 2 points compared to 63 of Nigeria. Nigeria has been brilliant and very disciplined in today's game, let's say. They're playing as a team, which we haven't seen much in this tournament so far from there. We have 2 players already in the double figures, and basically almost all players who stepped on the court has contributed, but what more, they play a great defense to enable Cameroon to play, let's say, in that inside space, even though Bognis has just stepped up a bit and been an outside threat against that Nigerian zone defense. But what to say, a great first half. It's a low turnovers game, let's say, because only 7-4, not major difference, but what the major difference is that Nigeria plays as a team in today's game.
Yeah, the Nigerians have been sharing out the points. 2 of them into double figures already in Mbamalo and Diogu. 9 points as well for Akindele. And there have been contributions elsewhere from the likes of Achefu and Nuamu as well. And Cameroon have been relying very heavily. Benoit Mbala, who's got 20 points in that first half. 9 points coming from Ngijol and 6 from Bogmis, as well as 6 from Adala Moto. But only 5 players of Cameroon's roster have registered any points at all. And as I say, the vast majority of those coming from the hands of Benoit Mbamala. It is a thoroughly entertaining contest, this one. Nigeria look to be in the driving seat, but it's not a double-digit lead, courtesy of that rather unusual technical 3 right at the end of the first half. Cameroon keeping themselves just about in touch, but they have a huge amount of work to do in the second half. Nigeria lead at the half-time interval by 52 points to 43. Well, welcome back to Tunisia. Quarterfinals day, AfroBasket 2017. Nigeria taking on Cameroon for a place in the Final Four. And it is the defending champions who lead by 9 as we await the restart here. We're still a couple of minutes away there. There's coach Alexander Nwora of Nigeria just plotting his sides. Plan for the second half. The Cameroonians have done well to stay in touch with Nigeria, largely thanks to Mbala, I beg your pardon's 20 points in the first half. And without his contribution, Nigeria could easily be out of sight by now. The Nigerians have spread the point scoring around. Diogo once again making a big contribution as he has throughout this tournament. Mbamale with 12 points as well, the other player in double figures. And even Akindele has made a big contribution with 9 points and some important rebounding. But Teresa in this second half, Cameroon need a few more of their players to come into it really and give Mbala and also Ngijol has had a good game too, a little bit of support, and they need to start contributing and quickly.
Yeah, I can only agree because it has been an incredible individual performance from Mbala and Benoit, but it has been short in terms of the score on the board right now against Nigeria, because you want it or not that Nigeria plays excellently as a team tonight, and they just so dangerous. But what Cameroon also has to do is to improve their transition defense, because they allow Nigeria to run too many quick breaks, which has been quite effective in today's game. Also, Nigeria is very strong in inside space, which comes from a great penetration from the guards as well as playing from the bigs. So great balance for Nigeria tonight, and I think they slowly finding the chemistry within the team and balance within the team as well, because Ike Diogo is an excellent player, but he can't carry Nigeria whole tournament like he's done the whole group phase. So Cameroon really needs to step up team-wise, let's say, and go and try to play a bit more inside space to attack the defenders of Nigeria. Nigeria just have to carry on with the performance they do, because it will be interesting to see if Mbala, as a young player, 22 years old, will carry on with this excellent performance individual as he does. But one player can't really beat a defending champion, so we will see what Coach Barbosa will come out of from the changing room into the second quarter from Cameroon.
Well, it will be fascinating. The next few minutes could be decisive. A slow start from Cameroon could be costly. A quick start from Cameroon could put them very much in contention for a semi-final place as they chase that first medal since 2007. Nigeria in the white, Cameroon in the green as we resume in the second half. There's a heavy fall there from Mbala. Diogo driving in. Mbala was able to swat it away, but he fell really heavily, and the last thing that Cameroon need is for him to suffer, but he seems to be fine.
Yeah, he's a young player, he's gonna shake it off, but what I was about to say is the communication again. Mbala was there to block this shot, and he just need to say to his teammates, look, I'm here when this happens, because Ike Diogo is such danger, and that's a team defense they need to play, but they also have to communicate it to avoid these, let's say, unsmart fouls.
So Diogo making the first of his 2 free throws. Cameroon almost making a costly misjudgment there. It's with Ngijol at the moment. 10-point lead for Nigeria. Here is Ngijol. Mbala poised on the edge of the arc, goes inside his head to Adalamoto. And Bogmis gets it right on the buzzer. Big 3 for Cameroon. And Bogmis has hit a few of those now. That's 3 in the game for Bogmis.
It just showed how important it is when player penetrates to the baseline, someone has in the corner on the weak side to give the chance to pass the ball. Oh.
What a response from Nigeria. Blow for blow. And it is a 10-point game again. Mbamalu moving on to 15 with yet another 3. Immediately responding to that effort from Cameroon as Mbala puts one up. Diogo claims another rebound. Very much on course for a double-double here. Ike Diogo, 7th rebound of the game.
Yeah, we see Cameroon back to man-to-man defense.
Great play from Mbamalu.
And that's how Nigeria has started the game, with a couple penetrations like this, with no defense on the split line. So Cameroon really needs to get back to the defense they played in the second quarter.
17 for Mbamalu. As Bogmis goes for another 3! My goodness, this boy can shoot. Cameroon continue to stay with Nigeria, trying to outshoot them. Nigeria keeping their distance and are punishing Cameroon at virtually every trip down the court. Ochefu goes for the buzzer shot, which misses, and that's the best bit of defensive work we've seen from Cameroon in quite some time.
Yeah, absolutely. These long shots just is a moral boost for the team, and that automatically gives them the energy into their blood defensively. And we've seen that they played a great defense. They have stopped Ike Diogo to penetrate into the middle of the space, and they have forced Nigeria to 24, a shot clock violation. Great effort from Cameroon.
It's the kind of strategy they need to use now in this second half as they try and close the gap here.
Nigeria into the zone defense again.
Dalamoto with 2. And this is a positive start from Cameroon in this third quarter.
Yeah, and what positive is that another players are stepping up. Adala, Bogmis, really important that the contribution offensively comes from more players than just one.
Nwamu to Diogo, puts up a 3, gets it! Ike Diogo, once again. What a tournament he's having.
To be honest, he's a big player, but he is, whoa, great
play from Mbala.
Yeah. Ike Diogo has been averaging 61% from three-point line, so you should not underestimate when Ike Diogo is on the arc line.
Here is Diogo. Ekpu, he puts up a 3. Came a little short, and Chefu unable to keep that ball alive. Strong start from both teams again. Picked up where we left off really in this second half. Free scoring as Dalamoto comes in and gets penalised.
That has been an elbow away from the body, as we will see right now. This is the elbow, yeah. Quite clear call for officials. And Dalamoto, second personal foul.
Second foul.
Ekpu. Diogo. Oh, it's another 3 from Mbamalu.
And there has been great recognition from Daniel Ochefu that there's been traffic under the rim, so great sharing the ball.
Mbala. Oh, he's done it. Ben Mbala drawing the foul. Big performance from this young star. 24 points on the board already.
This is a great pass from Ochefu. Wow. It seems like Mbala is able to carry on the team in the second half as well. 25 points. It's a possible best points performance in this tournament so far.
Big display as Diogo draws the foul, going for the 3, so he will get 3 free throws and 3 chances to add to his tally. Impressive tally of 15, 7 rebounds.
And now a tough decision for Coach Barbosa, because Benoit Mbala has picked his 3rd personal foul in a half of the 3rd quarter. So tough decision now for Coach. Should I keep him on the court as my best player, or should I take him off? I think the decision should be quite clear, because Mbala is guarding Ike Diogo. He's experienced enough to draw another foul on Mbala, and I think Mbala needs to go on the bench to save his personal fouls when the game's going to be in the 4th quarter, the most important part of the game.
Diogo to take his 3rd attempt. Only made 1 of those. 2 missed free throws. Still a single-digit lead for Nigeria. Mbala goes for another 3. And Chefu claiming the rebound for the defending champions. Ekpu. Here's Ike Diogo. Comes inside, puts up a 2, and Mbala claiming that rebound. Great work by Ben Mbala. As Dalamoto comes in, puts one up, and Chefu underneath it this time. Mbala, by the way, has a double-double already as he comes inside. Draws the foul from Chefu.
And again, great contribution defensively and offensively for Mbala. the officials are showing us that it hasn't been a shooting foul, so none of the team is in a foul trouble. So I think it's going to be a sideline. No, yeah, it was quite clear that Mbala has been in the first step of the layup, and it's automatically considered as a shooting foul. Well, I would say to Mbala as well, actually to Nigeria, I think now Ike Diogu will be smart and will try to attack Mbala, because he knows that he won't play a tough defense on him, because he doesn't want to commit that fourth personal foul, and that's the risk Coach Barbosa has decided to take to keep him on the court. So it will be interesting now to see if the experienced player Ike Diogu will call for the ball and will try to attack Mbala. And again, it's just a bit mental breakdown. I know there has been a position battle, but he has committed this foul and put the team into the foul trouble. So that means that Nigeria is going to go on the foul line shot for any other personal foul committed by Cameroon.
A change for the Cameroonians with Yankwe coming on. And there we have it, another foul, and it means a trip to the line for Nwamu. Slightly soft foul given away there by Cameroon. Nwamu looking to make them pay. Good work from Nwamu. 8 points for him in this game. Ngishol. Bogmis, seen his long-range shooting. Can he create something else here? He's gone for a three. Came up short. Nigeria looking to move it quickly. Nwamu. Diogu comes inside, draws another foul. Good experience play from Diogu, as you were saying, Teresa.
Yeah, he has plenty of experiences. He now plays in a Chinese league, Chinese Basketball Association for Jiangsu Monkey King Club. And he has also been 2016 at the Olympics in Rio, where Nigeria finished on 11th place, but he was averaging 12 points, 8.6 rebounds, so almost double-double. He has plenty of experiences, Ike Diogu, to know that, first of all, Cameroon is in the foul troubles, and second of all, if Benoit Mbala is going to stay on the court, he has to play him, he has to attack him one-on-one to try him to commit a fourth personal foul.
Well, they have found a way to perhaps limit the impact of Mbala in the time that remains. His impact has been very significant for Cameroon. 26 points, 10 rebounds. Shooting 10 from 18 from the field. But they need to make sure they stay disciplined here. It's been a really impressive performance from Mbala. They still need more from elsewhere on the court. He is the only one in double figures, along with Bogmis, I beg your pardon, who does have 12 points. Bogmis has been shooting from long range.
So Coach Barbosa is still taking that risk to keep Mbala on the court. He knows this game is do or die, and he knows that Mbala is on the fire. But the question is that smart decision? Is Mbala smart enough in his 22 years to not commit that fourth personal foul now?
Well, the coach obviously feels it's worth the risk. And at the moment, with nobody else really stepping up, he needs Mbala out on the court. Nyange has it here for Cameroon. Puts up a long two. And it's taken by the Nigerians, who look to move quickly here. Diogun. Oh, and the follow doesn't quite go from Akindele. Now Bogmis. Out to Ngijol. floats one up and in. Nice two from Ngijol.
Yeah, he's playing a good game as well. 9 points, 3 assists. So he's been very effective for Cameroon. I just wish him to take that responsibility a bit more often.
Diogo, little hook shot. Oh, the follow from Akindele. They have really struggled to cope with his size. As Dalamoto makes the three. Superb response, but Akindele throws it down. Quick break from the Nigerians. And once again, it's really effective play from Akindele.
Coach Barbosa now happy his team celebrated threes and just leaving completely open Akindele in the transition offense.
And Diogo with the foul. It's Diogo's third foul of the game.
Yeah, and we see Coach Onvora is discussing now with his assistants if he's gonna take him out to not commit that fourth personal foul.
Diogo has it. Bogmis is going to get penalised for this one. It means another trip to the line for Nigeria. 11-point lead. Diogo is being replaced.
It's interesting because it's quite an identical situation now that both leaders are in the foul troubles personally, both on threes, but Coach Barbosa from Cameroon has decided to keep Mbala on the court, but Coach Nbara's immediate reaction is to take out Ike Diogo. He can afford it because Nigeria plays really well as a team tonight, and I think even though he's been a key element, I'm pretty sure he can afford to take some time off.
The foul has been called here on Yahaya. It hasn't featured too heavily for Nigeria in this tournament so far. Abdul Yahaya, 27-year-old, making his AfroBasket debut. It's been brought on in place of Diogo just to give the talisman a little bit of breathing space when it comes to avoiding that fourth foul as the three-point shot goes up, no good. And Cameroon desperately trying to win it back here. It's going to be a bit of a discussion, I think, as to which way this decision is going. It does go Cameroon's way in the end.
Yeah, we could see all players jumping for that ball, but none of the player has boxed out. So that's what you have to do prior to the rebound. First, push your player away from the rim. Yeah, and this time Benoam Mbala has decided to go into that traffic. Here we see Akindele. Could have been both ways. It could have been a personal foul for Akindele, but officials have decided to go line violation.
Erekbu. Dunsi gives it to Akindele. Erekbu again. Comes inside. Oh, the bounce pass was a good one, and Yaya puts it away. And a 13-point lead now for Nigeria. Mbala. Oh, he's done brilliantly to get the shot away. Couldn't quite get it to go, but the foul has been called. It's going to be 2 free throws here for Cameroon. Third foul of the game for Mbamalu. And again, the reaction here from the coach is to withdraw Mbamalu with 1:36 left on the clock in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm not pretty sure right now if the call has been fouled on number 13, Afia Amandang, but Dalamoto has been quite confident to go to that line, so I must miss that one.
Oh, Dalamoto makes it count as well. It's a good trip to the line for Adalamoto.
Yeah, and we've been calling for another player to stepping up for Cameroon, and we see that Adalamoto has stepped up in this third quarter. Also, in Joel has stepped up, and Bognis, of course. So now 4 players in the double figures for Cameroon, and it gives them the confidence into their blood. And another position now for Cameroon.
And they've just introduced Pierre Essome as well, as Bogmis goes for another 3! Wow! Cameroon are still battling away to try and get the victory, and Bogmis has it again here.
What a pressure right now from Cameroon.
Great play from Cameroon. And it's going to be another trip to the foul line. This is great work from Bogmis.
Absolutely, and to be effective, yeah, Coach Barbosa is calling for the unsportsman foul because there was no one to stop Bogmis to go to lay it up, but hasn't been called as an unsportsman foul. But both teams in the foul trouble, so Bognis is going to be on the line right after the timeout.
Yes, timeout called with 1:16 on the clock. Nigeria leading by 8, 75-67. Cameroon starting to rely quite heavily on Bogmis. He's really stepping up now. He's dealing mainly in threes. In fact, he's dealing only in threes. 5 from 12 from distance. 15 points on the board. Offering an awful lot of support now to Mbala.
Yeah, I didn't really expect now Nigeria to have any issues with that aggressive man-to-man from Cameroon, because with the experiences they have within their roster in the guards position, as Ken Ayroigbo, I'm pretty sure he has faced already this situation in his career, even though it's his AfroBasket debut. He plays for Washington State University, so let's say now Nigeria has to come down a bit and play smart against that full-court pressing of Cameroon.
There is Mbamalu, 20 points, 4 rebounds. But it is going to be Bogmis who has been knocking down the 3-pointers today. 5 of them accounting for all of his 15 points. 1 rebound and 1 assist to add to that as well. If he can get this to go, it'll be a 6-point game. With a little bit of time still left in the third quarter, he does make it. So a vital minute and a bit coming up here for Cameroon. And they are keeping up that high court pressure here. Iroekbu for Nigeria. Comes inside. Oh, and the finish wasn't quite there this time.
Great fourth.
Yaya holding on. Trying to gather up that ball.
And there has been a great defense from the weak side right now for that penetration from Afia Madjang. Being there on time, block the shot, and
the defensive effort from Cameroon has certainly increased significantly in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and it came after those Bognis' long-distance shots. That's the effect of hitting 2 quick threes in a row. It just gives you energy into your blood.
Bogmis, not this time. Comes out again for Njoya. Mbala. He has drawn another foul.
Yeah, experience way penetration into the middle of the court. He has waited till Yaya has been off balance defensively and attacked his outside foot to penetrate into the middle of the paint. I'm really impressed of Beno Mbala, considering he's only 22 years old. He plays really smart and mature way. He's not really making mistakes in today's game, and that's why he's been so effective so far.
And he's avoided that 4th foul, which is also really important. The longer he goes without picking that one up, the better for Cameroon. Makes a second of the free throws to make it a 5-point game with 34 seconds on the clock in the third quarter.
Again, we see a full-court pressure from Cameroon.
Yaya goes up to lay it in, can't get it to go.
And this is exactly the purpose of pressing, to force opponents to take a quick breaks and prepared breaks, because Yaya should supposed to just stop the offense, you know. It has been traffic in there, and that's why Cameroon and another offensive possession.
No difference really between shot and game clock here. And they were looking for the foul there, Cameroon. It's not going to be given. They do still have possession. They have less than 3 seconds to make this count. If they want to deliver this killer blow.
Yeah, it must be some catch and shoot offense. 3 seconds is still a lot, but it won't be under that pressure anytime, pretty much, to put the ball.
And Bala can't get it to go. Well, it would have reduced it to a 3-point game, but it is well balanced, and we are going to have a thrilling final 10 minutes here. Cameroon have done brilliantly to stay with the defending champions. They are up for this. They can still do it. Can Nigeria keep hold of their title for a little bit longer? They have 10 minutes to get through and 10 minutes to try and force the Cameroonians back. 5-point game. 75 points to 70. Nigeria lead. So big improvements from Cameroon in that third quarter, and they've done a great job of putting Nigeria under a bit of pressure, particularly in those last couple of minutes, and they've made this tight.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we see that Ikedioko in personal foul troubles, and has straight away taken away the wind, let's say, out of the Nigerian team. And Coach Boboza, brave enough to keep Mbala on the court and trusting in his abilities not to commit that fifth foul. I think Nigeria hasn't really played that third quarter very smart, because Mbala has been in those foul troubles for so long, and no one really has targeted him as a player to attack. So a great performance from Cameroon. I think in the third quarter, the other players have stepped up. That's what we've been calling for a whole first half. And straight away, the Cameroon has been way more effective offensively and defensively. That's why 5 points difference. Nigeria really, as you said, has been a bit struggling with without Ikedioko. Who's going to take that responsibility and be the key player while Ikedioko is on the bench? So exciting quarter ahead right now, and I think everything is open. And would Cameroon upset one of the favorites of this tournament? The question is open, and we will find out.
It would be a big surprise. Perhaps not in the context of the tournament, but certainly coming into the event. Nigeria strongly fancied to challenge for their title once again, to make it back-to-back wins. And they are in a good position to make it through to the Final Four as it stands. But they have plenty of work still to do before that final buzzer goes.
Absolutely, and always the key elements in these important games is who's gonna be in the foul troubles earlier in this fourth quarter as a team, to send opponents on the line too early in this fourth quarter. So the question is again open, and now we've seen a quite quick foul from Cameroon.
Ochefu inside to Diogo. Whistle already been called. There's another foul. Oh, and Mbala gets his fourth foul of the game really early in the fourth quarter after such a disciplined display in the third. That could be so decisive. And there is a reaction here from Coach Barbosa. He's going to take off Mbala. Wow, that's a big moment.
Yeah, it's a big, small moment for Nigeria, because they have aim to play Ikedioko, who's been guarded by Mbala. Wow, what a three again from Nwamu.
Nwamu again, shooting from long range. He's the latest to move into double figures, 11 points. Gives Nigeria an 8-point lead without their main man today, who's now on the bench after that fourth foul. When will he be reintroduced, and will it be soon enough? Diogo thought about the three, gets it out to Mbamalu. Great fake, comes inside, puts up a two. Super play from Mbamalu, and Nigeria open up a 10-point lead.
To be honest, we're only speaking about Ike Diogo, but Mbalu has been a really game changer in today's game for Nigeria, because he has been such a threat from the wing, scoring 22 points so far, grabbing 4 rebounds.
Well, it's going to be a chance for Cameroon to get some points on the board here as Asome draws the foul.
And that's the 4th personal foul for Mbalu. So I'm pretty sure we will see substitution soon to keep Mbalu for the end of the 4th quarter, where he's going to be deciding the game. Because we can't expect to be decided this game in this early of the 4th quarter. I'm pretty sure it will be excellent advertising end of the game.
Well, another trip to the free throw line ends with nothing for Cameroon, and well, it was almost a really smart play there from Nigeria. Final pass just going astray, with Chefo unable to hold. A little too much on it from Iroegbu. 10-point game. 8.5 minutes left. A little scoring run from Cameroon would completely change the complexion of this game. As Some lays one up, he can't get it to go, and Chefu claims the rebound despite the pressure from Ambadiang. As another shot goes up from Nwamu. He turned away before it had even dropped. He knew it was going in, and Nigeria are up by 13. Have a look at this from Nwamu. Superb. And now Nigeria have stolen it back again. And Nwamu driving forward, looks for the pass inside for Ike Diogo.
Wow, what a step into 4th quarter from Nigeria right now. Hit threes, great defense, play great defense again, and hit this quick break by the dunk of Ike Diogo.
Nwamu turns provider. Diogo throws it down. 15-point game, Nigeria take control. Well, what a start to this final quarter from Nigeria. Coach Barbosa's got a lot of work to do here.
Absolutely, it has been a 10-0 lead in this quarter for Nigeria so far. It's just an incredible step into the 4th quarter, and I think that the early foul of Mbala has affected Cameroon mentally a bit. And now, great timeout from Coach Barbosa to calm his players down and explain them that there's no need to panic, still 8 minutes to go.
Well, Mbamalu and Diogo both in the 20s. And Nwamu with 14 points, that huge, wonderful three from the corner. Then he set up Diogo for the big throwdown. Great spell of play from the Nigerians. And we've been waiting for this for the whole tournament. They've turned it on at just the right time.
I think Cameroon is really playing really well, and they, again, pushing Nigeria to their limits to play their best game they can show us at this tournament. And it has been a great beginning of 4th quarter for Nigeria.
Mbala draws the foul.
And we see Mbala back on the court because Coach Barbosa knows it's a do or die. 15 points difference. I need my key player on the court, no matter if he's on foul troubles or not.
That was Chefu's 4th foul, so he's going to be withdrawn now. And they're bringing on Akindele, who's had a terrific game. Mbala needs to make these free throws count. And Coach Barbosa knows he needs Mbala now for the rest of this quarter, really. Despite the fact he's 1 foul away from that dreaded 5th. He's made the 2nd of the free throws. Nwamu. DK. Oh, lays it up. Couldn't quite get it to go. Akindele with the rebound.
That has been a smart decision from Akindele right now. Nigeria doesn't have to rush their offense right now. The clock is ticking in their favor.
It's a poor pass that time, though, from Akindele, and here is Mbala going it all alone. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line again for another 2 free throws. Well, Mbala wants to step up and take charge. He wants to be the man to drag Cameroon back into this contest.
Yeah, he wants to be a man, but what he wants probably the more is that Cameroon's gonna beat Nigeria, because it's a do-or-die game, and there's no time to hesitate or be playing half speed. And Mbala has stepped into this game like, I'm gonna go and win this game.
If he makes this, it's 30 points. No problem for Benoit Mbala. Fine individual display. Mbamalu out to Ike Diogo! Wow.
It's just an incredible consistency of Ike Diogo he's playing with a whole tournament. He just doesn't make any mistakes.
Adalamoto, he goes for 3. And fumbled by Ambadiang. And Nigeria enjoying this 15-point margin once again. So many players have turned up today for Nigeria to make a big impact. Akindele does really well to win that rebound, and Diogo just gets it caught under his foot.
Yeah, it has been a bit of a football element in the game right now, but possession for Cameroon.
A wonderful long-range effort needed by Inj. Didn't get it to go. And Cameroon can't really afford to miss too many opportunities now. Nigeria will try and manage this game, run the clock down when they can. Now then, Diogo with his 4th foul. So Mbamalu, Diogo and Ochefu, all 1 foul away from the 5th.
So zone defense again from Nigeria.
Oh, wow. This boy can shoot 3-pointers.
Yeah, and this boy has to step up in this full quarter now.
Ramu.
We again see Nigeria very disciplined, playing a clock, not rushing their offense.
Nwamu for 3. Here's another 3-point shooter for you. Nwamu drains one, and Nigeria take that 15-point advantage back once again.
It's just incredible numbers for Nwamu. He has been so far shooting 41% from threes, but tonight he's shooting 83, 5 out of 6. It's just a huge, incredible consistency.
Wonderful record as Mbala puts up a 2, gets it. Erebekbu out to Nwamu, and now Diogo comes inside. Draws the foul, Ike Diogo. 23 points. Top scorer for Nigeria. Mbala, top scorer in the game with 32. Mbadiang with his 4th personal foul there on Diogo. Nigeria continue to hold Cameroon at bay. 15 points has been the difference for quite some time now, and at no stage has the Nigerian lead looked like slipping in this final quarter. Shot goes up and in from Adalamoto.
Yeah, and Adalamoto has been one of those players stepping up the second half of the game, scoring 15 points so far, grabbing 5 boards in this game.
Really high-scoring game.
Yeah, but we can't really say that. It's because normally when you have a high-scoring game, you say there hasn't been really defense played, but there's been defense. It's just a super high percentage of shooting in this game from both sides.
Akindele swatting that clear. Still a long way to go. But at the moment, Cameroon can't stop Nigeria. That's the issue.
Yeah, you are right, Oscar, because Nigeria has scored so far 18 points in this quarter, and that's a lot considering we're only in the half of this last quarter. Cameroon again needs to find a way how to stop Nigeria offensively and how to be more creative into the defense of Nigeria.
Relentless offensive play from the Nigerians. Bogmis hands it off to Mbala, fronted up by Akindele. Mbala gets his shot away, can't get it to go. And Nigerians on the move here with Nuamu. Still Nuamu. Out to Nuamu again! And another 3 for Nuamu. He just can't miss.
He just can't. It's a 6 threes from him out of 7 attempts. Wow, 85%.
Great play from Bogmis, couldn't get it to go. Andiang wins the rebound. And Joya out to Mbala, who comes inside, lays it up, misses Adalamoto underneath it. And Adalamoto draws the foul.
Wow, but what we have to say that Nigeria has worked for Mbala to be open on that three-point line, wide open uncontested shot. When you have a player shooting 85% from the arc, you definitely, that's not the player you want to keep open on that line again. And what more, it has been Nigerian 14th threes in this game. That's just an incredible number, but credits to Cameroon as well. They have scored 12, but the percentage is, I would never believe it's a bad percentage to say 40%, because 40% is really good percentage from the arc, but Nigeria is shooting 66% from that line, and it's just an incredible number. And I would say it's if Nigeria is gonna grab the win tonight, that's definitely the winning game stats.
Well, it is 14 points the difference here. Time is starting to get away from Cameroon. Manuna finds Nuamu. He draws the foul. And the foul is from Adalamoto, it's his 3rd. Nuamu. Oh! Stop it!
Wow. I haven't seen for so long the performance like this from the arc, from any of the players. Female-wise, male-wise, wow. What a performance in such important game, quarterfinals from Nvamu.
He could blindfold him and he'd still make it. 99-82, big lead now for Nigeria as Cameroon fail to make it count. And the defending champions are moving closer to the semi-finals. Nuamu again. Well, he is human after all.
Yeah, he had to take this shot, even though it has been quite unprepared shot and unnecessarily shot. But being a 68% or 87% from the arc, if you have 1 second to look for your shot, you have to. And here, great penetration from number 5 from Cameroon, in Dijon.
No, it's been a shooting masterclass from Ikechukwu Nwamu, a 24-year-old who's made a very important contribution again. And we mentioned it earlier in the game. When he gets going, he's almost impossible to stop.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Balu has been such effective into those penetrations, and he has been a really important player, especially at the beginning of the game, because he's been the one completely destroying Cameroon's defense when they hasn't been on any split line from weak side defense. So now we see a full good pressing again from Cameroon. It just must be if they want to grab the win in this game.
Erowekbu for Nigeria, who are closing in on the 100-point mark. Mbamalu. Chefu. Out to Mbamalu, puts up a 3. And the rebound claimed by Ngijol. And he goes for 3. They need big scores now. Chefu with the rebound.
Yeah, Cameroon is trying to quickly shoot right now to contribute and decrease that margin. But it has to be a prepared shot, knowing that there's someone for rebound to cover that missed shot.
Nwamu from a huge way out. Not this one. Shoot on sight now from Nwamu.
Yeah, he is apologizing now to his teammates because he knows that hasn't been a good timed up shot.
And it comes to Bogmis. Oh, comes inside. Oh, can't get it to go. Claims the rebound. Second attempt is good. Great play from Bogmis.
Another great individual performance. It's just a shame that Bogmis has stepped up only the second half of the game. He has scored 22 points right now and has grabbed 3 rebounds. As I say, if he would have just woken up in the first half a bit more, the game could have been a bit different way for Cameroon.
Well, only 5 players have scored any points at all for Cameroon today. 2 are the only 2 points for Yankwe, and the other 4 scoring the rest between them. And that's been the problem, hasn't it? They've needed help from elsewhere, despite the fact that 85 points is impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge game-changer element as well, because Nigeria has done 21 assists so far in this game, and that just reflects how team performance, with how much team performance they stepped into tonight's game. Because we see only 2-3 players hasn't contributed by points offensively, but they have contributed defensively. And 21 assists is a very high number, and it just shows how confident Nigeria has been in tonight's game as a team.
And this is so often the signal of champions. Start slowly and get better and better as the tournament progresses.
With a percentage like this from the three-point line, that's definitely everything is open in this championship.
Well, foul had already been called as Chefu went for the spectacular.
Yeah, Ochefu is enjoying this last minute of the game. He was about to put that major dunk in it, and Balu has been against.
And he's drawn the foul. And that free throw brings up the 100 mark for Nigeria. And still have over a minute remaining. Wow, eventually it drops. Crowd enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cameroon will just organize their offense now. They know, even though they need a quick shot, 16 points lead for Nigeria, 1 minute to go is quite a huge margin.
It's been a really brave effort from Cameroon. They've given a really good account of themselves today. They can be proud of the performance. Nigeria have just been stronger. and sharper. And have taken their chances. So many players stepping up. It clear! Nuamu, who throws one down. Wow, another tremendous play from Nuamu, who nearly ripped the rim off.
That has been a great give and go.
And the three from Adalamoto in response from Cameroon. Huge quality in the match from both of these teams. The game has been so hotly contested, and it is going to be the Nigerians who take the win. Nuamu to Diogu. Can he add something? You bet he can! You bet he can, Ike Diogu! And what a performance! Time is running out. And it is going to be one of those days for the defending champions. Bogmis for three, gets it. Fine individual performance from him. But it's not going to be Cameroon's place in the Final Four. The defending champions have put in a truly remarkable performance to secure their spot in the semi-finals. They want this title to belong to them for another 2 years. 106-91 in a high-scoring, highly entertaining and high-quality contest. Ike Diogu led from the front, but contributions came from everywhere. Cameroon's effort was valiant. Even going into the final quarter, it was one of those games that could have gone either way. But the Nigerians deserving their victory after putting on a remarkable display for the supporters here. They are into the semi-finals. They have beaten Cameroon by 106 points to 91.
And look at these numbers right now. 62% from Nigeria, hitting 16 threes in tonight's game. And let's say credit to Cameroon as well. 14 threes, 40%. That's just incredible numbers. But what is a huge difference? It's not really those 4 turnovers difference, but the assists as well. Cameroon on the 10 assists, Nigeria 22. It just tells us how team win this was for Nigeria, and I'm pretty sure everyone from Nigerian team is released right now, because the performance they put together in today's game is the definitely defending champions performance, and they have sent a strong message to the future opponents. Having a number 124 effectivity in this game for Nigeria, which is the number of adding all the positive things within the roster, which is incredibly high. But to be honest, seeing 33s in one game, wow, credit to both teams. That has been an absolute amazing shooting performance from both, and congratulations to Nigeria to advance into semi-finals. But also, I think Cameroon should leave the court with a head up, because they have really, again, pushed Nigeria to their best place.
I mean, if Cameroon had had a bad day today, they would have been in real trouble. But Cameroon are eliminated at this quarter-final stage. Their numbers are impressive. Mbala with a huge number of points, 32 points for him today, and 25 for Bogmis and 20 for Adalamoto. But it wasn't enough. They've been outdone here by the impressive Nigerians, the defending champions, looking to reclaim their crown this year after that stunning win over Angola in the final 2 years ago here in Tunisia. They like this venue, and they are growing in confidence game by game, day by day. They are into the Final Four. They have beaten Cameroon by 15 points in one of the highest quality games we've seen all week. Nigeria win 106 points to 91.